So, hello. Today I'm going to tell you a little story about me and my company, PeakPrivacy and freihandlabor, and our journey to human-centric AI. So, our journey from finding solutions with AI to empowerment of our clients. So, PeakPrivacy is a product from the freihandlabor. The freihandlabor is we are a software development company that I founded in 2009. We are now 16 people, and since approximately 15 years, we are like between 10 and 20 people. We build web applications, so we are a software development company mostly. We also do some UX, and we are really specialized of being like the tech partner for startups. So people with some money and an idea, we help them to develop their web applications and ideas. And because of this, we also had the chance to be obviously early involved in machine learning and LLMs and AI, so we could realize obviously for these startups early on solutions with machine learning and AI. And we figured out some stuff on this journey while developing solutions for our clients. So first of the journey was like we were sitting together with CTOs and CEOs and we're thinking, hey, how could AI help you to be more effective? Usually maybe to make a chatbot, maybe to make an assistant, to just automate a process. And we figured out that it mostly doesn't work. I mean, who had a positive experience with a chatbot online? Honestly, nobody. It doesn't work, and there's a reason for it. That it doesn't work. And when we figured this out, we were thinking, okay, what can we do? And this is the journey on answering this question. So first, I show you something we did like quite early on with AI. This is an example we did for a client from us. They are in philanthropy, getting money from grant makers, from foundations and stuff. It takes a lot of text there. They are really not digitized, the whole industry there or the whole sector. And so with AI, we could realize some assistance, like to make, for example, that you can upload your PDF and it creates a portrait about your NGO, or that it writes like a grant request to a grant making company, because this is something that a lot of people are using. And so, for example, we have this cover letter generator. Basically, it's like a cover letter when you apply for a job. It's very similar, but for grant making organizations. And I really hope this is working. Yes. So this is something we realized here. Super cool. We were sitting together with like 20 grant makers and NGOs. I was thinking, hey, what do you need in a cover letter? What makes a good cover letter? Which data you need to extract to generate such a cover letter? And also we then tested, and it was a process that took a lot of times. And then we tested, hey, is this something when you receive such a cover letter, would you give them money or not? Do you have the right information in it? And we iterated and developed it. And we had something that worked quite well. But nobody really wanted to use it, because it was writing like okay, but not how you write. I mean, it was like nothing to complain about it, but you needed to change something, you needed to adapt it, maybe this little thing here. So you always needed to change it anyway. And a fact that maybe you don't hear often is that almost every AI startup you find on the internet, or every agent, in the end, it's a system prompt, so a big prompt, and data that you combine. And this cover letter generator you saw before is exactly this. So it's a huge system prompt to generate this cover letter out from the data. And what is a system prompt? It's a text file. It's a text file that can be maybe a couple of A4 pages or less. And in this text file, you basically give the AI an idea how to behave and not. And then we build a nice user interface around it. And maybe you can put another AI at the end that maybe does a double check or does something here or there, but mostly it's really a system prompt and some data. And also during this process that we then did for many clients, we figured out it's really easier to show somebody who knows what they are doing in the business at the front, how to use AI, how to write this prompt, than these people showing AI engineers or prompters on what the business is. So it's much easier to show them how to use AI also for this prompt. I mean, the biggest work was going back with all these foundations, with the expert knowledge. How do you structure it? What needs to be in it? From the technical side, it was quite easy. It was really easy in the end. And also, this is something Y Combinator also found out recently. It's quite interesting. Y Combinator, I think all of you know it. It's the biggest tech accelerator in the US, and they were always talking about, hey, how this fully automated AI agents will replace humanity, and you need to build this vertically integrated AI agents that are fully autonomous, and this is the way to go for the future. And I was always thinking, hey, what do I do wrong? Why doesn't it work with me and my clients? And I needed to change the whole presentation today because I saw this video on YouTube today. And I was thinking, okay, I need to integrate it. So basically, maybe I can put the link somewhere then in the slides or something. So basically, what they say is, hey, one size doesn't fit all. So usually when you have like this fully automated AI system that you maybe have for a lot of clients, in the end you figure out, hey, it doesn't work for every client. Everybody has a little bit of has a different ideas, needs different stuff in the end, and every customer has maybe a little bit of a difference. And in the end, this AI is prompting, so you need to change the prompt for every customer. And also, and then obviously, because it needs to be different for every customer, there's also pitfall that you become a consulting company. Or that's for Y Combinator, obviously that's a pitfall because you cannot scale without interacting with humans, like what the big tech companies usually want. So you want something, you don't need to interact with humans, but you can just buy new servers and make more money. So this maintaining and creating of this unique and complex prompts is time-consuming, expensive, difficult to scale if you think of it as a startup. And also the maintenance is a nightmare. So you update the prompt here, there, maybe you have a new LLM here or there. Then you need to change all the prompts, test all the prompts for every single client. And then also you turn it a little bit into a consulting company because you need to talk with every client. You need to figure out, hey, what are you doing? And basically, they also have this goal then, what they talk, I'm still talking what they talk in the video, so please watch it. It's like you need to build a solution that is flexible enough, and but still you don't turn into a consulting company. And also they talk about this future vision, the role of tooling around this problem, that you really need to manage this for many companies, also these prompts for many companies, and that like in a dream world, the AI, these agent networks, these fully autonomous agents or AI solutions, they are finding out, hey, what is specific about the client. They're searching through their data and finding the right prompts, the right specific things. And it's also what Microsoft with Copilot and is trying this stuff, but at the moment it doesn't work. So the tooling is really a key opportunity, and they call it future vision. I think for a reason. And they say, hey, it's really an interesting world and something that the world is only just beginning to explore. Here's a sentence for Y Combinator. And I'm super proud to say, no, we are working on this since 1.5 years, because what it means is the solution is not in technology, but in empowerment. So you need to show your employees, you need to show the people how they can build their own AI agents, AI solutions, so they can get to the target. And I really believe this is the goal. It's not only in technology. Obviously, you need a platform, you need tooling, you need support, but in the end, people need to learn how to use AI, how to build their own agents that then produce the results what they need. Also, it helps you to build your own tools, and you don't need like 28 different AI tools to create a LinkedIn post, a new blog entry, to rewrite something, or to automate letters, because in the end it's a system, prompt and data. So it's not so hard to build it on your own to a certain amount, to like 80%, like a typical Pareto here. You get to 80%, and then when you found something like that is really a quick win, really works, then you can automate it. Then you can ask yourself the question, hey, how can we go into this into automation? But how does it now look? What was our journey? So we started with PeakPrivacy as an OpenAI clone. So we started in 23. We released this OpenAI. Basically, it was a clone of OpenAI that we hosted on Swiss server at 9, obviously, and we're running it there. But then we figured out, hey, we need more. It's not what our client helps. It's not like really the LLMs or the AI that really brings the benefit to the clients, and also not some individual tools. So we built the PeakPrivacy chat platform on top of it. And this is really important. It's not only a platform, it's a consultancy company that we now needed to combine. So we needed to make this move from a tech only with some consultancy startup to say, hey, no, we need to teach our clients on how to use it, how to really integrate it into their company. We need to teach the people at the front. So somebody working at the Swiss SME that is working at the front desk, that is working in support, we teach them how to use AI, how to build their own agents, because in the end they know best what the questions are the people are asking through email or through chat. And sometimes you can solve 90% of all the questions with maybe 20 answers, 20 questions. And a lot of projects get stuck when you try to automate everything in a loop. And so we developed an ambassador program in touch with it, and also onboarding workshops. And it's really a lot in empowerment that we work on. We work on Git integration for the prompts. We work on testing the prompts, making it easier for really the people. And the shift went really away from trying to solve everything fully automated with AI. Yeah, basically that's it, and happy to answer any question about this or the journey if you want to know more.
One question.
Yeah.
How does it go with the learning process? You mentioned that you transitioned into consulting company, and how do you judge this situation? Like, people are more open right now, or it is still hard, or how is it going?
It's really surprising. So we say, hey, you need 3 hours. You need to bring your employees in, like for for 3 hours. There can be people that never use ChatGPT, that are super skeptical and and of any age. And what I find is, as soon as you are not talking on a meta level, on a strategy level, but really go into the depths and show them, hey, look, it's a prompt and it's some data, and then it generates this, and this is how you can do it. You bring any skeptic and also any enthusiast a little bit more down to earth, because in the end, it's really what it is. The rest is marketing. And I mean also these agentic networks everybody talks about. In the end, it's loops. It's looping to prompts. That's it. Clever prompts, yes, but prompts. Yeah. And then as soon as people get this, usually the skepticism also goes away, because you see, hey, it's not producing results right away. We are not there yet that you can fire people. Yeah, please.
You said that you were sort of building a Swiss version of OpenAI around the time that ChatGPT was released, and by that you meant you had your own models and you hosted them, or what do you mean by that?
No, I didn't talk about this at all. So what we do is like we evaluate the best open source models and we run them, and we figure out how to run them on our own servers, and that we can make sure nothing is locked or safe. But and then every quarter we replace the model. So really, what encouraged us to start with this was Mistral. As soon as Mistral released their first open source model, we said, hey, that's an opportunity, let's go for it. And we need it, and then we found others that also needed it. That was a little bit the starter now. Our main model is DeepSeek and cannot.
And you use them out of the box, or you fine tune them for the specific use case?
No, it's all out of the box. Fine tuning, you get much better results with these prompts that you can change regularly. That you can really go into details. Fine tuning, you really only need it for edge cases here. Usually we don't do it. We have one thing that we do, and I think that's really the Swiss AI innovation of the year. I think it's what is normal code. We replace the sharp S with a double S.
Good. Thank you.